came to the fore, talking about the women protesting there. It seemed funny. Perhaps whoever spoke or the women who spoke about their men, not having time for them, for the other room duties, that is.
Kemi, why are you coming with this discussion of other room?
No. I'm just saying, because this is not the first time that this week alone, funnily enough, it has, the news has also developed wings of its own, because it's a very interesting thing. Amidst all the the hard news, the bad news,
so
the hardship,
one.
and then someone is now coming with, it's serious, power supply is irregular, but then one of the reasons why we need power supply is so that our husbands can fulfill their duties to us.
Definitely, and sometimes when you wake up in the midnight and there's no light, the heat is not, okay, maybe because of the Harmattan that we have at the moment,
right.
But it seems the Harmattan is going in Lagos is very much unstable, especially in Lagos.
Right.
Compared to what you have in other states, maybe like the Plateau and
some other states. But Lagos has a way.
Maybe because of the population that we have.
Lagos has a way. Even the few days we had Harmattan, I was really surprised how it defied.
But Kemi, the grid collapsing more than 4 times.
And this year...
It's a worrisome development.
And this year is still a long way from ending. An analyst earlier in the week was saying we should better brace up for more grid collapses, except if, the government does the needful and, ensures that whatever is wrong with the system, we can talk on and on about the power situation, the privatization that was supposed to be a solution to our woes in the power sector. It has been so unstable in itself.
But with the signing of the Amendment Acts for the electricity bill by the President, we hope that this will yield a bit promising results.
It looks promising.
At this time. But one story that interests me.
The finals?
Yeah, it's the finals.
Absolutely.
Tomorrow.
Absolutely.
One spirit, united Nigeria. Nigerians are coming together under one umbrella, whether you're Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba, Efik, Ibibio, you're coming under one umbrella to say, help Super Eagles of Nigeria. But there's a caveat attached to it. The cardiologists are saying, you need to check yourself before you watch.
Right.
It's quite pathetic that we lost quite...
I can relate, because...
a lot of Nigerians at the last match.
Yes, and it is also, quite heartwarming that the Super Eagles also, are aware of that. Not only are they aware of the fact that a number of Nigerians died, but they also took it upon themselves to
observe
pray,
silence.
A 1 minute silence in honor of the departed souls, and to, pray for the repose, that they rest in peace, and of course, pray that moving forward, we don't have any more tragedies, whilst united, this unprecedented unity. On Wednesday night, I didn't get to watch the semi-final match, that particular match at the beginning. I went out and got in just a few minutes before 8 o'clock or thereabout, and, I could feel the adrenaline pumping unusually,
the tension,
especially when we entered into that, penalty shootout. It was such a tense moment. I don't think I've ever felt that way before. I've seen a number of matches that Nigeria has played, but I have never felt that tense before.
Kemi, let me be candid with you.
But my prayer was, God, give us this victory, because this is what we need badly at this time.
At this time that a lot of things are happening in the country with the insecurity, the dollarization of the economy. A lot of Nigerians just want that win, that it will just be like something that will cushion the effect of the challenges that we're having. But one thing I need to let you know, when I saw the pressure coming at that time, especially with the penalties, I had to switch off the TV.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. It was when I heard the noise from my neighbors. Because the tension was high.
I didn't even think, because yesterday I was not going through some messages I didn't read on Wednesday, and then I realized even ladies, men were saying, okay, I'm going to sleep at this time. When you guys are done, just send me the message that Nigeria has won, or the result.
The tension is becoming high. I can't watch anymore. And she went to sleep. So I took that,
my goodness.
I took that courage to watch through the penalties. But the time when the Super Eagles are misbehaving with that, with that one, I said, no. I just need to switch off the TV. And after the noise and after the penalties, Kemi, come and see the jubilation. I started screaming, and my children were like, Daddy, what's happening? We won.
But do you get a sense that, okay, yes, thankfully the health experts are already warning. Do you get a sense that the tension of the match against South Africa may not be as high as the tension against Cote d'Ivoire tomorrow?
No, we are playing against the host nation.
And it's their turf. It's home turf. But do you get a sense that that battle was just unique in its own way? The rivalry and all of that.
Last week, we read on the pages of the newspapers about warning coming from South Africans to Nigerians. Even the federal government responding that we should stop the cyberbullying ahead of the match. But at least we've seen the outcome. Nigeria won. The next match is the finals, which is happening tomorrow.
Right.
It's going to be with the host nation, so it's not funny at all.
And the president is already there.
Our president is also leading a high, powerful delegation to the finals tomorrow. So
talk about go Super there. Eagles. You know,
the last match between Nigeria and South Africa, we saw the vice president.
Shivaji himself, absolutely. Maybe that should have also given us a hint that the president will come in today.
You must go out there and bring the cup back home.
Let's hope that they play their hearts out and they do Nigeria proud, and we will be here, waiting to welcome them and give them a big pat on the back. But still talking about the lives that we sadly lost during the week as a result of the Nigeria-South Africa match. Let's just, bring up some more details about these sad happenings.
To equalize.
The Super Eagles' journey from the group stage to the final of the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations has not come without any prize.
On the score sheet in the final.
The Eagles drew 1-1 with Equatorial Guinea and went on to defeat Guinea, Angola, Ivory Coast and South Africa 4-2 on penalties to reach the final. In a shocking turn of events, tragedy struck as about 5 Nigerians lost their lives while watching the intense semi-final match between Nigeria and South Africa on Wednesday. The Super Eagles held moments of silence for the deceased and promised to lift the 2023 AFCON trophy in their honor.
We lost 4 good Nigerians. They need our support right now. And inshallah on Sunday, we're going to lift that trophy for them, for our own country.
Sports enthusiast who is also a medical doctor tells us why people die of anxiety when watching tension-soaked, highly charged games.
You can't say that this is why, but we can say these are the risk factors that will allow that to happen in anybody. The excessive excitement that comes with the match and the tension and all that could get to a point where there is a lot of adrenaline release, and that could also make his heart to go quivering.
It is hoped that the Super Eagles can truly lift the trophy to ease the pains of the families of the deceased.
And of course, the Super Eagles have promised to give Nigeria a really beautiful outing, a memorable one that is. And of course, with all the warnings that people have been circulating, with all the health warnings that people have been circulating, we hope that there will be no tragedy regarding tomorrow and even beyond.
Yeah, the Super Eagles coach was given this ultimatum to take Nigeria to the semi-finals. And let's give it to the coach, Pesero, that has surpassed that level. We are now in the finals. So I hope, when we win, definitely we will say kudos to you for a job well done. I don't mean we didn't get to this level. By this time, they'll be calling for the head of the coach of Nigeria. So congratulations to the Super Eagles, to Nigerians. And let's give it to the goalkeeper. He's Wabale, the man of that particular match with South Africa, and he's been doing very well. And there's something, a lot of Nigerians were comparing him with the former goalkeeper, Wilson what's that name? Is it Inyama now?
Inyama.
Yeah,
Vincent
that's
Inyama.
Vincent Inyama, about the kind of structure of head that they have. You check on the social media over the weekend.
And that henceforth, future goalkeepers must have that structure.
Must have that structure. So that guy was just super. I don't want what do I use to qualify him? Just super good.
He was. You're right.
Because
he was exceptional.
Exceptional.
He was exceptional, and it even struck me as odd that the South African goalkeeper said when he was interviewed that night, he said, "Imagine the Mwabali walked up to me before the match started and actually said, I look up to you. You're such a hero," and he was thrilled that someone could walk up to him with that kind of commendation. But look how it all panned out, and it was a scare for us. I too. Like my husband was telling me that because the South African goalkeeper did so well against Cape Verde doesn't mean that he would come and you guys should just chill out and see the way he panned out. It was a big lesson, one of the big lessons of the tournament.
And that's a spirit of sportsmanship,
right?
For that young goalkeeper to meet the other one, saying, "Don't worry, I celebrate you." That's why we need to celebrate ourselves.
And that's one thing. And that's one thing about the sport, the football especially. You see them, the camaraderie they exude towards each other after a defeat, after a win. They still come. It's a game after all. Absolutely.
So it doesn't end at AFCON.
And for Nwabali now, playing in South Africa, his club in South Africa. Interestingly, though, his club said they were pitching their tents with him, giving him their support against the national sides. So many takeaways, and it's still not over.
It's not over.
It's still not over. But let's come back home.
But before we come back home, let's look at the star boy of the match.
All right.
A lot of people have been saying, why is it that when he scores, the goals are being disqualified this time? Nigeria, the Super Eagles of Nigeria at that time were about 8 minutes to the end of the match when they had that penalties, and that's why a lot of people died. So the Super Eagles should just come out with their best 11 tomorrow and ensure that they don't give Nigerians hypertension. Just go out there for the goals, and let's go back to other developments in the country.
Right. One of which is, of course, the food situation. Many Nigerians going to bed hungry, not being able to afford basic meals. And in response to that, the federal government has been working out,